Good evening, people! This is Stella Windlesidian, running around Sinnoh again. As you may have probably noticed from the trainer card, there have been some slight changes while you weren't watching, because I didn't want to subject you all to the torture of level grinding for hours and hours and hours. So, as you can see, the Tide Pod, or rather Ariel, has evolved into Roselia, and the Holy Derp has given up its position in the Holy Trifecta of Derp, just to become the almighty Agem Slave of Doom. And lastly, we've got a Drifloon, so something will be able to drag us up to the top of the page again, I suppose. But I am rambling endlessly about things that no one cares about. Allow me to introduce you to our guests for tonight. That's you guys.
Really? I never knew.
Oh no. I better hide under the desk.
Hi guys, I'm Teapot.
And I'm Prosindus.
And I am really hoping that this is all picking up properly, because, yeah.
It is. I checked.
Okay, good. So, without further ado, it's time to do random Eternity stuff, I suppose.
Gotta do it at some point, I guess.
Well, yeah. I honestly forgot how everything goes round. Team Galactic. Oh dear. They are still ridiculous.
They are. They must admit they do compete with Team Flare for the most kind of simple team insofar as they don't really try. They're just, hey, we're evil, that's it.
Yeah.
Whereas obviously Team Flare is, hey, we're evil and French.
And fabulous.
And fabulous. Yes. I suppose the only other thing is they have that sort of spoilerific facade of legitimacy, don't they? But that's kind of well.
I suppose that I might as well start with the gym.
Right, Gem, get badge?
Pretty much. This is absolutely not an excuse to squeal over Gardenia. Not at all.
Of course not. Why on earth would anyone think that?
Any excuse to squeal over Gardenia.
Pretty much, yeah.
Also, they changed her gym quite a lot between
They did, yeah,
Cameron,
and honestly, I'm not a big fan of the platinum look of this gym, because it looks more, Erica than Gardenia, to be perfectly honest.
Fair, although the layout of the Diamond and Pearl one was a bit annoying.
Yeah, but, you know, it just kind of felt more right, having to navigate through a forest maze rather than, well,
yeah, makes
just
sense.
a weird clock flower train wreck. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm all
enough.
for org tech and nifty plant machines, but I don't know. It was a weird choice. But
Yeah, I think it was one of those things where they sacrificed the kind of puzzly utility for, you know, making it look good at the expense of having a good puzzle.
well, I mean, it works in some sort of sense.
Yeah.
There are a few gyms in this particular generation that really needed that particular adjustment, so...
Yeah.
Case in point, Fantina, whose original gym had absolutely nothing to do with ghosts. And
I don't even remember Fantina's gym.
her original gym had a bunch of really derpy math puzzles, and, you know, the annoying thing is that, you know, gym trainers are there to provide extra experience points.
Yep.
Yep.
So, you had to get those questions wrong on purpose, and it's just kind of awkward.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I
And
remember
now
that,
it's just
yeah.
kind of different. We'll get there as soon as we'll get to Hearthhome. Right now, we still have a frill of a lot of Eterna to deal with first. But first of all, let's heal myself up, because Nitch got herself poisoned. Because of course she did.
That clock takes quite a while to actually do its thing.
Yeah. I mean, I like the idea of a flower clock, but that takes forever.
Yeah, that's just a thing with Generation 4, to be perfectly honest.
It's slow!
In slow motion.
If it were any slower, someone would point a camera at it and put it on YouTube.
If it was any slower, it would have been a Lola.
Yeah. So, should we get the let's go stuff out of the way?
Probably for the best, yes.
Yeah, alright. Let's go
go!
stuff. So, this may have been one of those things that's like news to me but not to anyone else, but I am disappointed to find out for almost certain that there's no evolutions or like anything like that in the game. It's literally just the original 151 plus whatever new Pokemon, read evolution.
And the Lola forms. They've
and the
announced the
Lola
Lola forms
yes.
are there, yeah.
Yeah, see, that's when they said that, I thought, oh, maybe they'll actually put, you know, the pre-evolutions and the evolutions in, so we might get, you know, Pichu and all the others, and apparently, no.
Nope, it's
Doesn't
just
seem
the original 151 Dalmatians. Wait, wrong franchise.
No, not those.
I'd be okay with that.
We haven't had a Dalmatian Pokemon yet, have we?
We have not. And it would end up being a fire type,
Yes.
because of their association with firemen, so...
They have a
Never going
spotty
to
record
subtract.
with that.
Hmm?
I said they have a spotty record with those.
Terrible.
Oh dear.
Someone has to be.
Yeah.
No, the deer are in your game.
Yeah. That's true, actually. Sorry, I'm just... All the puns have made me lose my train of thought.
Trains.
No, you're not Kai.
Well, I have to channel
Oh,
her
wow.
sometime.
You just got status hacked again.
Yeah, I know, right? What is with this gym? And it's always Badus for some reason.
With respect to its leader. Fuck this, Jim. Oh, hang on, swear jar. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I think this has been sort of been said by a few of us in a few different media already, notably Dr. Oak, Alex has said it a couple of times, but Let's Go does seem to be kind of, apart from the bits it's nicking from Pokemon Go itself, the weird thing is it seems to be being very, very faithful.
Yep.
To
Down to having
everything.
Team Rocket in it. It's like, hi,
Yeah, I
I'm
mean-
a Yellow remake. Did I mention I'm a Yellow remake?
I mean, I don't mind Team Rocket because I suppose if you're going to
Yeah.
go nostalgia bait, you might as well go nostalgia bait. But at
Yeah.
the same time, it feels like they're sort of saying, well, we could have all the evolutions, or we could have extra Pokemon, or we could change Kanto to something that isn't a raging trash fire.
The swear jar is on fire today.
Dang.
Ooh, I approve. Sorry.
You would rage.
You would. But they seem to be not bothering, which is kind of a shame, really, because I really was hoping this would be the game that just throws it all at the wall, sees what sticks, changes everything, you know. But
It's
I suppose
Kanto. It'll never happen. Not with
well,
this
that's
region.
it. That's it, isn't it? They're never gonna.
That's one sacred mill tank they're not going to turn into a stake.
Yeah, the Kanto is sacred. Though I don't think they're ever gonna, besmirch it. I think it's holy ground for them, to be honest. Which is a shame.
Get that
I
item
mean, to be
by the gym,
perfectly
by the way.
honest, they have done something really, really silly with this particular region this time. I mean, I've seen the map for Let's Go, and this
Yes.
is something that actually I've seen people on the news ask me what I was talking about. And basically, the big bike path, the one that's
It's
sort of running alongside the bit of the bay that Vermilion hangs out near. In the original media, it basically seemed like it was designed to be a bridge that ships can go under. In the anime, it actually opens up, at least as far as I remember. And in this particular installation of the series, it just kind of stands there and has, like, wind turbines and stuff on it, so yeah. Congratulations for being completely unable to let the ships out of the bay. You just completely murder your trade deals, worse than Trump did.
Yeah. That is weird. I just tried to post the map in chat and it didn't work. So if you want to go to pokercharms.com and click on the
I mean, the link
new trade.
there.
Is it really?
The link is there, yeah.
Seeing it, yeah.
It's showing up as an emoji for me, so that's interesting.
That's weird.
odd.
But yeah, the link is showing up.
That's baffled. That's weird. But yeah, they had a bridge. It's now not a bridge, which is really weird.
Oh, for Zark's sake. You
Although
know,
I have noticed on that map, next to Pallet Town, it has Eevee and its evolutions, despite them saying that it
yeah,
won't
that
evolve.
Eevee's not going to evolve, but I somehow get the feeling that we're going to see them at least in some capacity.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I think you'll probably be able to either catch other Eevee or you'll be able to get the evolution separately.
I do love this map, by the way. It is brilliant.
It's pretty, but yeah, I can't get over the whole completely and utterly silly thing with the, you know, the bridge. But hey, look at them pretty burbs!
I just found Mew in it too. It is not.
Yeah, Mew and Mewtwo are really nicely integrated into the map too.
Yeah.
Alright.
I haven't had a chance to really look at it too closely yet, but I do like it very much. I mean, it's one of those things I've always liked looking at the concept art maps. Obviously, in this case, it's very much a case of this is exactly the Kanto you know, and you know.
It's really interesting to actually see the way the maps of regions they actually revisit evolve over the games.
Yeah.
As in the map of Kanto from like the original Generation 1 versus Heart Gold, Soul Silver versus Fire Red Leaf Green, I think, also had a re-edition of that. And yeah.
It did, yeah.
And now let's go.
It's one thing I haven't seen pointed out yet. No Sevii Islands.
Well,
Not that they were going to be really, but
to be perfectly honest, were they really necessary? They only serve to be like irritating in the other thing. I mean, they sort of felt. I mean, they would have been fine as a post-game area, but they sort of, when you actually get shoved into them in the main plot and have to deal with them for a while because reasons, it just felt really disconnected.
I honestly don't think I actually got that far in the games.
I'll be honest, I never played Fire Red Leaf Green either because I never actually had a Game Boy Advance. So I don't know. I know from what I've read and what I've heard. I know it does sound like it was a case of they basically just remade the first games in the Gen 3 engine and then added the Sevii Islands on so that they could have things like breeding and some of the other Gen 3 features. And so they were basically just there as, you know, we don't want to put this in the actual game, but we want it to be there somewhere. Just seemed a bit odd.
I mean, they did actually kind of throw in a vague reference to Ruby and Sapphire there, because you need to find a Ruby and a Sapphire to build the garden machine or something. I don't even know. Wait, I'm on the wrong series.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm sorry, I'm kind of finding it difficult to focus on my silly freaking smile at the moment.
That's alright.
Sharon looks like it's really trying to escape out of its own skin in this particular animation.
It really does.
It's like it's trying to burst into a chest burster or something. Well, it's gone now. And now for the reason I actually caught Netch. Because that thing would have probably kicked my tail sideways if I didn't have some counter strategy for it. Stun Spore.
Rosoro!
Stun Spore?
At least it's the last battle, I suppose.
Magic
Power hacks. I know it's like turn-based, so there has to be some element of randomness, but I hate randomness.
Could have been worse.
Could have put you to sleep.
Pretty much, yeah. So
Not that I'd know anything about that. Yeah, I've got some grinding to do before I'm back.
Yeah, we know the feeling.
Well, you've got 2 days.
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna do some
actually-
tomorrow, I think.
I actually ended up doing a whole lot of grinding. Took me forever to just get Ariel to evolve because, you know, happiness evolution are the devil itself.
Ah, yes. the evolution that involves you making a Pokemon happy by running around in circles for hours.
Yeah, basically I had to run around from Eterna back to Twin Leaf like 50 bajillion times. And
Wow.
feed it a whole bunch of, like... I never use battle items anyway, so it's like... It was a worthy sacrifice.
Hmm.
But even everything I've done was not enough to actually get its happiness to where I needed it to be, so that's when I kind of went and grabbed this thing there. And then it suddenly went into like the too hard territory.
Huh.
And even then
Yeah.
it actually took me a bit of running around for a while just to get the thing to work. So yeah, there you have it then. And there goes Roserade, I hope. Yes!
Excellent.
I'm gonna have one of these eventually.
Yeah, good job.
You have to name it Rosoro.
Well,
I know you've already named it. I don't care. Rosoro.
right then, for Jim Godgage.
Yeah.
And God Grassnot, which is completely and utterly useless for my purposes, but
It's something.
it's something. I mean, I actually like writing Grassnot because it kind of is one of those... It's one of those moves that you can do really interesting things with in writing. But
Yeah. In the game, it's kind of... If you're facing something really heavy and also weak to grass, then yay? If
I mean,
not...
I mean, it can be pretty useful when you've got a thing that doesn't really learn grass moves otherwise, and it's sort of a surprise. It's useful for some very specific situational situations. 1 second, I am slightly updating my trainer card.
Did you get the item by the gym?
I can't yet. I think you can only get it when you get cut. I mean, when you
No,
get
no,
the
you go
ability to-
round
Oh.
the back.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'll do that in a second. Just need to
It
teach cut
looks
to my...
like you need cut because it's surrounded by bushes, but they're the wrong bushes.
Yeah, they're just George H.W. rather than George just a W. Was it H.W. or is it like something else? I don't even remember.
There's George W, who's the younger one,
Yeah.
and George H.W. is the older one.
Okay, so I wasn't completely off base there. Okay,
Yeah,
just
you're pretty
before I
close.
actually do anything, I just need to, Wait, you don't get cut? I don't have cut yet? Where do you get that?
You get Rock Smash first, don't you? You don't get
Yeah,
it until
I
later.
already have Rock Smash though. I mean, I forgot how you get cut into the particular mix. I think there's someone you need to talk to for this. Oh no, you have to actually walk around through the trees. Sneaky.
Yeah.
Very sneaky indeed. I completely forgot this bit. I have not actually played this game in ages, so... Alright then, so...
All that for a super potion.
Yay!
Yeah. I don't know what these people are doing in that place. You don't want to know. Alright, let me just heal these silly people up.
Oh, there it is. So I was scrolling around the Let's Go map trying to find Mew. Found it now.
It's not
Yeah.
under the truck.
It is not under the truck, no.
It really should have been, though.
Yeah, that would
The
be
truck
nice.
has been replaced with a weird T-dock thing.
The dock.
There might be a
is
truck on
washing.
it, you don't know.
I don't know. There could be.
Alright then, I think that right now you actually have to go and talk to the the bicycle guy. Who is not Freddie Mercury, unfortunately. Would have made the game 95% more awesome.
Yeah, but it would have also made you sing every time you go in there.
He's gone after the Team Galactic building. Okay. That means I have to go there and fight a bunch of cultists. Joy.
Yay.
Whoa.
Because everyone does that in their day.
Stinking rich, you can have one built instantly. Who knew Cyrus was Elon Musk?
So what?
Oh. There we go. There's Thud. Oh, right. I forgot I actually have to get dragged over to the statue first. I actually really love the way they handled the statue because, as you can probably tell, it's not Dialg or Palkia. It's just this weird hybrid of both.
Yeah, it's what people would think, what people would draw, or obviously sculpt in this case, if they didn't quite know what they looked like.
Yeah.
But had heard about it in stories.
Exactly, and that's one of the things I really like about the way Sinnoh handled its mythology. There's all sorts of little ruins and statues and whatever. That's like, you know, it's not a perfect depiction of the things. It's just, it's weird legends. It's nice. And now we have Cyrus. Quiet! We are monologuing. Pardon me. Stand aside. I have to go do completely non-suspicious things. Like rally my cult of something.
Yes.
Yes.
Brood in a corner somewhere.
Quiet, I'm monologuing is only the second best explanation of quiet. The first being quiet, I'm speaking for you.
Yes, exactly.
A phrase that's weirdly applicable to a lot of situations.
Pretty much.
Oh, excuse me.
It happens.
No, I mean...
There's been a plate, but it's been torn off. Gasp! Vandalism.
What a surprise. I can't have you knowing about Box Legendary here.
Pretty much. Okay, so...
Yeah, I do think Sinnoh is... like, one of the things I will say about Sinnoh is that the way it works, its mythology, and is one of the best in any of the series. I think a lot of them kind of just, they're there, and they're not really anything. They're just sort of...
They're there to be a challenge. They don't have a story behind them, sort of.
Yeah, and I think Sinnoh did a great job of actually weaving those into its story, unless your name is Arceus, of course.
Yeah, well, that thing is a right arse, yes.
You dodge the swear jar for now.
Well, that's what the thing is called. I don't care what the idiots dubbed it as.
Look, you can dodge it on a technicality. That's you know.
Yeah,
It works.
Technically correct, the best kind of correct.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. The Arceus obviously suffers from being an event and therefore totally invisible until they've decided to reveal it for a movie.
What's that? Oh yeah, there's probably a stealth ninja kid over there somewhere.
Which interestingly, I mean, now we've officially know about next year's movie. I'm kind of surprised we don't. Well, I'm not surprised, but now we will probably find out what the new Pokemon is in time for that movie.
It's Mega Mewtwo WTF.
Oh, probably, yeah.
Golden Mewtwo. This is not even its final form.
It comes back in a couple of more movies.
I have to say, it kind of cracks me up that they actually called the whole thing Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution, you know, because last time someone took a classic anime thing and put Evolution on its name, it ended up working so well.
Yeah. Yeah, that was successful in all fronts.
I know, right?
That has never gone wrong. I mean, yeah, we'll see. I am hearing good things about everyone's story, though. Apparently, it's
I am actually curious to see it, mostly because of Zeraora. I love that thing for some reason.
Yeah, Zeraora is cool. Zeraora, a bit mouthful.
I just call it a JoJo because it's like Zeraora.
Fair.
It's a stand. Stand, Kitter.
I wish I understood that reference. I mean, I know it's JoJo, but I've never seen JoJo, so.
You're not really missing much, to be perfectly honest.
Fair enough.
Basically, the thing with JoJo is the fact that since everything and its goat has emulated it in some particular capacity, you've most likely seen JoJo references and things without even realizing they're JoJo references.
Ah, fair enough.
It's one of those.
Is it a bit of a Lord of the Rings situation where, although it did a lot of things, everything else has done those things since? And so kind of...
Kind of, yeah. Basically.
Yeah. So it's not really left with much.
It has its moments I have heard or seen or whatever, but I have never actually managed to drag myself to put myself through the entire series, because that would kind of take forever and life is too short.
Yep, fair enough.
I have a problem with anime series that are like over 9,000 episodes long.
Yeah, unfortunately, some of them make money, so
Pretty much.
there we are. Hi, Pokemon.
Yeah. I legitimately have no idea where you actually get cut at this point. So
I thought someone gave it to you because I mean you needed to get into the Galactic Building.
Yeah, it makes sense. I just don't. I can't see it anywhere at this particular point. And I've actually talked to a whole bunch of people that I haven't talked to when I ran through the game last time because, you know, since I was already running around in that particular direction, figured I might as well catch up on all these items and or Pokechaps I've missed.
What it's saying is you go into the Galactic Building in Eterna, and you get it there. Must be a way around the trees.
I think that... Are you sure that's in Platinum? Because I remember it being different in Diamond and Pearl again.
I did specifically search for Platinum, but let me check anyway, because I could have been lied to.
Yeah, in the meantime, I'm just...
Wouldn't be the first time.
In the meantime, I just kind of... Oh, right, now I remember what this place is. Speaking of things, every time I hear the hiker theme, my brain kind of takes us into the Swedish Chef theme too. I mean, I know it's supposed to be this sort of Swiss yodel type thing, but it just kind of sounds like it goes burk, burk, burk.
Yeah, it does say outside the Team Galactic Building.
Alright then, I'll go there in a second. I mean, I just might as well finish running through this route before I...
Yeah, the best champion gives it to you.
Ah, yes. Wait, I didn't know Steven was in this game.
I was setting you up for that one.
I know, right? I mean, to be fair, Cynthia is kind of awesome. She does have a weird tendency to stalk children, but at least she doesn't make them fight you.
Well, that's it. I mean... if you're talking about stalking children, then perhaps the other professor that decides to dress up in a Lucha Libre outfit and do wrestling randomly.
God, Kukui.
And no one knows who he is, apparently. Although I'm pretty sure it's implied several times that your character sees through it immediately.
Oh yeah, naturally.
I just like the comments his wife makes about it.
I'm pretty sure...
Yep.
Oh, she knows. She definitely knows.
Course.
She's playing along.
Oh yeah. I love these two, they're adorable. They're even more adorable in the anime.
Yes. There's a cat a couple meters away from me that is begging for a belly rub, but I really don't want to get up.
Which cat?
Zelda.
Ah. Okay.
No, I can't reach her for that.
Do it with your foot. She won't mind.
2 meters. My leg isn't that long.
Well, extend it then.
I'm not a...
Yeah, just like take it off. It's fine. You know, just disconnect it, rub with it, put it back. It's fine.
Not quite as fictional as you seem to think I am.
Really? I thought you were a figment of my imagination.
Only sometimes.
Only sometimes.
These meds aren't working as well as I thought.
Perhaps they're working better.
Patent belly drum.
Karkat. Beep beep meow.
I thought they were usually buses.
That depends on what setting you're in. Although, oh dear God, now I'm picturing Karkat evolving into the cat bus. That is a scary thought.
That wouldn't surprise me.
I'm pretty sure someone already did that. I mean, that particular fandom has been known for drawing completely silly things, so... Yeah, I'm pretty sure that actually happened at some point.
There was a brilliant reference to that in Persona.
Oh?
Where... Persona 5.
Yeah.
Where, obviously, the token mascot character is Morgana, which is appears as a cat.
Yeah.
And when you're in Mementos, which is the game's kind of endless dungeon crawler bit, which you farm for side missions and experience and all this rubbish, because it's so big, you get a vehicle to to poodle around it.
Oh man!
And it's you can see where this is going. This is Morgana transforms into a bus type thing, a bus sort of trucky type thing. And when questioned on why he transformed into a bus, he says he has no idea, but people seem to always associate the two. When he says it in the mental cognition-y sort of Persona 5-y sort of thing, but that's basically what it means.
Oh, looks like someone actually memorized the corroded place. Oh, they forgot big chunks of it. The birth of PAL, creator of parallel dimensions. In other dimensions, it's called NTSC.
People get very upset if you give it PAL.
I ain't your pal, buddy. I ain't your buddy, pal. A third Pokemon alongside those that control time and space? There couldn't possibly be a Pokemon that mighty. It's not on the cover of the game or something.
There's no self-awareness at all going on there.
I know, right?
There's a fourth wall in there, and he's not even aware of it.
Oh, there we go. Huzzah! My name is Inigo Montalban. You stole my car. Prepare to fly. Nem, it probably exists somewhere, but I want no part of this. And now you know how to be an emo kid. That explains her entire outfit design.
Yeah.
Alright then. Time for Holy Derp to live up to her family name and face full life consequences. Yeah, I don't need Boragon, that's what I have the Dell for. Poof. And now we can cut down trees and eat our lunch. Etc.
I know where this goes.
Oh, I am a lumberjack and I'm okay.
Yeah, I have a friend who refers to that as a slippery slope.
I know, right? Behold, the biggest frisbee in Sinnoh. It's got spikes on it.
Just in case you didn't get the idea.
Also, in case you haven't noticed, this is probably what Colress is cosplaying.
I mean, give it a few generations and that could be a Pokemon.
Yeah, pretty much.
That thing does look like an Ultra Beast.
It's Internet Explorer. That is mysterious.
Who's not? Cynthia was an Umbreon cosplayer. Fair enough.
Yeah, I actually thought the same, but then I realized those clips are probably supposed to be Lucario ears. Maybe.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, they do have a little ring on them, so... I don't know, she kind of looks like the sort of person who would skin an Umbreon and make clips out of its ears. Explains all the fur on her coat.
How do you think she became champion?
Oh,
I do see the point, because the yellow rings around her hair clip thingies do very much look like Umbreon rings.
They do, they do.
It could just be that those things are made of Umbreon, but the rest of her isn't, you know.
He's a master of disguise. the International Police. And of course he breaks character in the middle of the building where everyone and his goat can see him.
Yeah, where there's a receptionist there that's watching them.
Pretty much, yes. Also, a word of advice. This building has 2 stairs. One of them, it's a trap! But the cook of the Team Galactic, they do not appear, how shall I say, smart. I mean, to be perfectly honest, I'm going to be taking all of the stairs anyway because experience points!
Yay.
There's no traps in Pokemon, it's the wrong franchise.
Pretty much.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Fantina might be a trap.
The perfect chose leads to glory. Of course it leads to a trap.
Sorry.
But hey. Oh dear. That is... Wait, is that actually the right path to take? Yeah, it was the right path to take.
It was, yeah.
Well...
Apparently the left one is the trap, but it also gives you an item, so
that's exactly...
is it?
Yeah, that's basically... It's not really a trap if you're doing it on purpose now, is it? Okay, I'm going to actually switch Ariel in to get some experience points because right now she needs it.
Ah, yes.
A Pink Panther Pokemon.
Most astonishing undertaking, huh? Not particularly astonishing if you've ever played a Pokemon game before.
Lipard's almost a big
I do agree with Looker needing a mascot though. It would undermine the fact that he's actually useless though. Which is fun because in Sun and Moon kind of the other characters know it.
Well, it's in his to-do list. You know, to-do.
Oh dear.
Ow.
The edge?
The bat. Close enough.
Wing attack, yes. He survived.
Well,
it's not, you know.
Just a wing attack to the face is not exactly something Roselia are very good at handling, usually.
Not their idea of fun, I suppose.
No, not really. There was no target! Of course there was no target. Oh, hey!
How does Looker take these guys seriously when he's chasing down neon NASA wannabes with spikes on their buildings? I think the answer is because he's French.
The Kalos, we have things like that over there.
They are much more fabulous.
I know, right? One of them got elected professor.
Considering our streak of offending a wide an audience as possible. This week we're doing the French.
Because someone has to.
I think everyone does, to be fair.
Oh dear. Alright. I was hoping Ariel actually manages to survive this one. Time for an Aquajet to the face. Skunks do not like water.
Apparently not.
Well, no fact.
It washes off Le Pew.
I feel like I got meddled with, and I would have gotten away with it all if it weren't for those meddling. But dearie, you're just a kid. Yeah, exactly. You wanted to go up. Well, why didn't you? Oh god, I absolutely love the way Team Galactic has absolutely no idea what they're doing.
Yep.
Yep.
Does he appear in more generations than any other human character? Maybe. I mean, I'm assuming Red might count.
I don't know, Professor Oak's in quite a lot of them as well.
Yeah, Red, Oak, and Red and Oak mostly.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, let's see. Professor Oak showed up in, well, yeah, obviously he showed up in the original. He showed up in Generation 2. Definitely in Generation 3. Generation 4 in Heart Gold, Soul Silver.
Yep.
He makes
he's
absolutely. I don't think he actually makes an appearance in Generation 5 because no one does.
No, he doesn't. Well, apart from Cynthia, he doesn't in. Maybe he does in 6. I can't remember.
I think he does in 6, but I can't.
He might
would
get a
be-
reference somewhere. And Generation 7 has Professor Okalola form.
Yes, the problematic Professor Oak. But yeah, so I suppose if you don't count Gen 7, then he's in 4. Looker is in.
Looker has been around.
4, 6, and 7.
No, he's in 5 too.
Is he 5? Oh, of course he is. Yeah.
He's chasing
he's
the
in-
7 stages after the post game.
Yeah, so he's in 4 as well. Then 4 games.
Looker has been in everything ever since he was revealed, basically.
Yeah. So I think. Yeah, I mean, Red would beat them both, obviously, because he's Red and Blue, and Heart Gold and Silver,
And the PWT, and Alola.
and Fire Red Leaf Green, and as you say, Alola. So yeah, so hang on, so he's basically representative 1, 2, 3, 4, because he's obviously on top of Mount Silver. 5 in PWT. He's not in 6. He is in 7 because he's in Alola. So
With his boyfriend.
with his boyfriend. So that's canon, by the way. So yeah, no, Looker doesn't. Looker is close. I think he's tied with Oak, unless I'm forgetting something. Red is, I believe, the most prevalent human character. I think Cynthia's relatively close, but I think she's only in 3. Oh no, sorry.
Yeah, she appears in 4, she appears in 5, she is not in 6, as far as I remember.
No, she's not in 7 either. So actually, she's only in 2 different generations. She's in 2. Yeah, because I mean, obviously, in terms of it depends how you split it down, because we're kind of doing it by generations. So we're counting remakes as separate, as then quite rightly pointed out. But even so, I'm pretty sure even if you don't count remakes and stuff, I'm pretty sure Red still wins.
Why does every time I hear Glammeow's cry, it just sounds like Mamma Mia? It's a Mario cat.
I suppose it does evolve into Purugly, so.
Oh, there's a Purugly in Detective Pikachu, and it is brilliant.
I still haven't played that game. I should probably.
Oh, yeah, you should. I finished it. Oh,
Is
month
it
ago?
as Phoenix Wrighty as I've heard it might be?
Yes.
Yeah, it's Phoenix Wright, but for 5-year-olds.
Huh.
Which is a shame. Unfortunately, it's not particularly clever.
No, it
No,
wouldn't
but
be.
the story is decent enough to give it a good play, and it is aimed, I think, at an older audience than you would assume.
Yeah, I think from what I've heard, it's fun enough, but it's very simplistic.
Well, it would be.
Yeah.
You're trying to solve cases as a 5-year-old child and a Pikachu voiced by Roy Mustang. Well, in
Not
Japanese. I forget who voices him in English again.
Some guy. Not Danny DeVito, which is all that really matters.
Yeah.
Or Ryan Reynolds, who is
Or Ryan Reynolds, yeah.
going to be in the
That's
movie.
gonna be-
He does an excellent job, though. I can't remember his name, but he does do a really good job.
I know he was in the anime before, like in the actual Pokemon anime as some character or another. I just can't remember which one.
Yeah. That movie, by the way, is either going to be the best movie ever, or it's
the
going
worst.
to be the worst, and I don't think there's any in between. Like, I think that tends to be the case with Ryan Reynolds in general, really. Either his films are
Amazing, or they're awful.
yeah, or they're terrible.
Yeah, I've seen the one where he is basically being piloted by an old dude and kind of getting his memories back.
Oh, I don't think I've seen that one, but
I forgot its name, but basically there's some rich guy who sort of steals people's bodies and downloads his brain onto them. And
Yeah.
he kind of, and you know, the original owner of the body starts getting its brain back, kind of.
Ah, I see.
I
That
forget.
sounds like a good concept, at least.
It was a good concept, but the movie itself wasn't all that great.
I'm liking the ideas for games going on here, by the way. Mechanics side up, sous chef salad. I like that one. Pokemon cooking game. they would have to start Pikachu for merchandising reasons.
Oh dear God, cooking Pikachu. There is a mental image and a half.
There's Cooking Mama with Pikachu. Well, I'm pretty sure Cooking Mama was definitely a crime boss, by the way.
Featuring
Yes,
Cybolt
definitely.
as Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah.
It's raw!
I like Gordon Ramsay because he's only mean to the people who deserve it.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he is, he's very good at it.
Yep.
I did watch, because this is the sort of thing you find on YouTube when you're bored enough. I found a clip of him on a Korean cooking show,
Oh my God.
which is exactly as mad as you think it is. He's ever so gracious about it. Like, he's ever so kind of, you know, accommodating of their unique format, shall we say.
Yeah.
And they have him on specifically so that he can trash talk with the Korean chefs. It's brilliant.
Oh dear.
Complete with the whole.
Sorry, go on.
No, all I was going to say it was complete with the usual Asian, like, flashing text on the screen to emphasize things.
Oh yeah, the Koreans do that in most of their shows.
Yeah. Sorry, that's all I was going to say.
I saw a clip from probably either the same Korean show or a different whatever, but it had Jack Black. And
really?
the entire reason they had him was for him to do an imitation of Korean songs.
Oh
So of
my
course
God.
he doesn't know Korean at all, obviously.
Well,
So
yes.
he was just kind of making noises, and the contestants on the show had to guess what song it was.
That's great.
That does sound brilliant. They did get for Deadpool 2, going back to Ryan Reynolds, they did get him on a Korean singing show, which was it's a show where where the singer goes on in a mask and gets judged basically anonymously. So Ryan Reynolds sings quite well, actually. Does quite well, and obviously no one knows he's Ryan Reynolds until he takes his mask off, and then the whole place goes totally ballistic. It's brilliant. It's really fun.
All right.
I presume you're hunting every.
Yeah, I am. I really, really like the scientist theme in this game.
Yeah,
It's just kind of, just the right sort of silly, ominous kind of thing. I think they also used it for the whatchamacallit, the Pokemon Maniac collector types.
Hmm.
Oh dear, Kadabra. Unfortunately for cadavers, they are made of paper.
They are indeed. They didn't really survive the special split.
I'm gonna have to drop off early because I've got a headache. So
Yeah,
All right. See you
enjoy
later.
the rest of the stream, everyone. I will see you guys later.
we shall
Feel
see later.
better.
Yes, exactly.
Thank you. Bye.
See you soon.
Blue shard and a revive.
Always useful, I think.
Yeah,
Oh, no, shards are useful in this game, aren't they? Because you can buy stuff.
yeah, they're useful for the move tutors, except those only appear post-game, so yeah.
Ah, right,
How
yeah.
did they get those sparkly wallpapers?
I don't know. They're very cool. They're like screens or something.
Probably. Why is it this
That seems-
galactic?
That does seem like rather a waste of money, but hey, whatever.
They're Team Galactic. They're so rich they can get a building built in seconds.
Yeah, that's one of those things where you assume they're exaggerating until they're not.
Pretty much.
But basically, it's just Elon Musk, but in team form.
That's basically what I said earlier.
Yeah.
Alright then. Now, I remember this particular, upstanding, young, pink-haired organism.
Not quite worthy of being called a person, then.
She needs to be kicked to her namesake.
Ah. Gotcha. Ooh, you're going to be dealt with. How terrifying.
I know, right? And she's going to do it by throwing a bat at me, apparently. Hocus pocus, I'm a bat. Abracadabra, I'm a bat. Whoa. Okay.
She's a little bit batty then.
I did not expect that.
Ooh.
Take a bite of this. Really? Healy. Well, to be perfectly honest, it didn't do all that much damage.
No, I was sort of expecting it to do a little bit more than it did there. So.
Yeah, same.
I'm glad it didn't.
Yeah. Might as well just... Oh. Yeah, this is not going as well as I thought. Looks like I'm gonna have to do something drastic. Deploy the netch!
I'm going to throw a balloon at you.
I know.
Like, the Drifloon on the face of it is one of the least threatening Pokemon in the game. Like,
Really
yeah. I'm a balloon. I'm just going to float around. By the way, I'm going to steal your children.
Oh dear, this thing has bite too.
Oh.
Who designed this? Monkeys? There we go. One dirt down. Oh right, she has a Skuntank. I forget if that one actually has Flamethrower.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, same here. I'm just going to deploy Ariel for paralysis purposes.
I can find out for you.
Sounds like a fart.
No, it doesn't.
Okay. Do not miss. Oh, it's just going to keep smoke screening, isn't it?
Yeah.
Smoking is bad for you.
It's Night Slash, Poison Gas, Screech, and Smokescreen.
Yeah, I'm... Oh, for... Zark Almighty. Ow. That was not very nice. I'm going to actually have to, Ariel might have to take one for the team, I'm afraid.
Ah. It's alright, you're doing better than I did last week.
Yeah, that battle is always kind of a pain.
I either want a Drifblim Evolution or I want a Drifblim Mega.
Drifblim?
Either way.
Yeah. A Zeppelin Drifblim would have been awesome.
That would have been great, yeah. I would have liked that. That's a brilliant idea.
I know, right?
Although, the one problem with having a Zeppelin Drifblim Evolution is that it wouldn't be weak to fire.
Well, it should be. Unless it's healing.
Oh, should it?
I actually,
Yeah, it's damage normally, but yeah. So yeah, it wouldn't be Hindenburgy enough.
Actually, I've actually named one Hindenburg. Focus. I've actually named one Hindenburg at some point. I almost
Hindenlin. I like that.
I almost named one in this one too, but I decided it might be a bit
On the nose?
well, I don't know if on the nose, but considering things recently, it's probably a good idea.
Oh, yeah, good point. Yeah.
Would be
Maybe
a bit, yeah. Not a good time for that.
Yeah, maybe not perhaps in the best of taste.
Exactly. Well, I guess there's no choice but to just slowly chew on it until it dies.
I mean, you know, snapping turtle doing its thing.
Oh snap! Literally. It's not very effective. Is it? Is it now? Seems to be doing well enough for itself. That thing's cry is pretty much exactly what it looks like it would sound like.
I've just noticed it's got its rear leg in the air. I never noticed that before.
Yeah, pretty much.
I suppose it is a skunk.
I got my Clefairy back. You say Clefairy comes from space. It's like they're from space. Space!
Yeah.
But they're not voiced by Nolan North.
Yeah, Cyrus is just a front. It's the Space Corps running the whole thing.
I'll accept this. Though, to be fair, I think if the Space Corps were running it, it would probably work better.
Oh, definitely.
Be much better organised. So if you cross Dunetank and Drifloon...
I mean, technically, Drifloon already gets Aftermath. Oh god. It needs to be a shiny one, though, because, you know...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's something that we lost in one of the redesigns, the ability for the Go to the Top Drifloon to be shiny. Need to put that back.
I know,
That was
right?
fun.
I mean, it's kind of a bit... I remember we originally had a plan to sort of have a trophy sort of trigger when we actually had these shiny randoms show up.
We did! I'd actually built it and everything, but it never worked properly. It kept misfiring.
Figured as much.
The fun thing was I kept getting bug reports. I kept getting people saying, oh, your Go to Top thing is broken. Why? It's yellow. Oh, that's not broken.
Oh my god, that's great.
But yeah, if I can get that actually working, because I wrote that like 5 years ago, and I wasn't a particularly good programmer then. But if I can ever get that working, I'd love to bring it back.
Oh, you get an egg. I think I remember what's in this egg, too.
I found out earlier. Shall I spoil it?
It's Eevee.
It's not.
It's not?
It's not.
It isn't?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, right, I think you get Eevee from, what's-her-face, the person Majig.
Yes.
The one with the, damn it, my brain. The one who runs the PC storage system in this particular incarnation of the game.
Oh, there's so many of them, I can never remember which
I think her name was Bebe.
Oh yeah, Bebe, that's it, yeah.
Bebe.
Yes, so yeah, you get an egg with Eevee, or you just get Eevee, I can't remember which, from Bebe, and this egg has Togepi in it.
Is it Togepi?
It is Togepi.
Oh, right, makes sense.
It would make more sense for it to be Riolu, yes, but it's not.
Yeah, but unfortunately, yeah.
No, that still needed to be rare because it was in the films.
You get that one from what's his face though. I forgot his name. Oh god, I forgot. I have to fall down a mine shaft now.
Yay!
The underground things.
Oh boy, yeah.
Here's hoping it actually does not horribly crash the
DS.
DS. Yes, exactly. There's absolutely nothing untoward's going on here.
Never. Also, have you got your bike yet?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, sorry.
Unfortunately, I can't really go anywhere because the game is a hand-holdy piece of mulch.
F!
Oh, what did I just do? Just did a thing here. I'm not really sure what I did. Okay, sorry about that. Is everything okay? I think the, oh dear.
Street.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Something got borked.
Very temporary bork, yeah, but it's back now.
Yeah, we didn't even have to use the screen.
That's good.
I appreciate it. Yeah.
I'm hoping that screen existing is a you know, a talisman means that we never have.
Right?
It's funny enough that we'll never have to use it.
Yep. I mean, to be perfectly honest, I actually had to go and find that particular Muppets thing just to get my claws on the music. Because there's absolutely no other instrumental version of that particular theme. This is weird. I am the first to have gone underground and dug some tunnels in a region full of tunnels under the mountain. Yes, I was the first. Everyone else does. You can call me the Underground Man. I am so underground you've probably never heard of me.
Oh dear. Yes, I'm so underground you can only find me in a dance club in the 80s.
I know, right? And now you have to go and deal with some obnoxious tutorial nonsense. I can't say no, that's a problem. First,
Literally.
go underground. I think...
Full-fledged spelunker? Gosh, this is a family-friendly stream. Do you think Sinnoh has a problem with sinkholes?
And still they love these holes.
So the answer to that one is yes.
Oh yeah, most certainly. Okay. Might as well go, Oh, right. I guess I don't actually have to go underground. Cool.
Yeah, I don't think you do. Which would be a great improvement, to be honest.
I think Platinum you had to, but... Oh, wait.
I mean, Dynapole, I think so. But it seems...
Yeah, I think
fine.
you actually fixed it.
Yeah.
Oh my, you've met 48 Pokemon! Wonderful, yes, Professor Owen should be delighted. Here's something for you! Finally, an experience share. Unfortunately, it doesn't solve the grinding problem in this particular generation.
Really doesn't, no.
Cycling ground is only for bicycles! See, JS is like bicycles.
Get on your bicycle. Yes, okay.
Now, where did I put the bike? Suppose I actually have to use it now because the only other way... Alright. Because I actually have to head down to the city of Derp. Oh, right.
Yes.
There's all sorts of silly things on the way.
Yeah, there's a pretty
Oh,
hefty
right,
side.
I remember this route now.
Yeah, isn't there the challenge at the end for how fast you, how well
yeah,
you do
there
it?
is one, but that's not the reason I remember it. The reason I remember it is because there are things under the bridge. Except for trolls.
Oh, there's land sharks, isn't there?
I think you can find a horse here, and actually the cave is in there.
Yes.
Cave that has gibbles in it.
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
I think that didn't we mention something we need to do in that particular cave for that particular situation? I remember we mentioned something last time, or the time before. I just don't remember what it was.
Me either. That's... I'm not sure. I would assume you'd go into there to catch a gibble, but...
Yeah, I think it was something about naming a gibble, but I just don't remember what it was. Anyway, I don't really have much of a reason to go there at this particular point, unless there's like a TM or something in there.
I don't think so. Do you remember what the cave is called?
I don't even remember what it was called either.
No.
Cyclist Axel! Guess
Yes.
I did get it memorized. Oh, hey, Fidel's evolving.
Oh, nice.
Into an inflatable boat!
Okay.
That is a slightly dingy evolution. But that's what we have to deal with. And now she wants to learn Crunch. She'll learn how to crush before the Snapping Turtle did. The suit can go chase itself down hole.
Yes. I'm looking at the cave. It's Wayward Cave, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
It's doesn't look like there's too much exciting there.
I know that there's this scary little girl in there who has an Abra.
Yeah, there's Mirror, I think her name is.
Yeah, I think it is.
In terms of like, there's virtually nothing in the way of interesting items apart from a few shards and a nugget or
Oh, for
two.
Zark's sake. Who
There
let
is
you
some.
out of your box? And why are you riding a bike? On my bridge?
And yeah, there's an earthquake in the cave, but you need to be strong to get it.
Oh yeah, okay.
You
So
need, you need
there's
strength.
So there's not much,
So-
not much point to go in there for now.
Not yet, no.
I have no I kind of don't really feel like training one of those Hypersonic Garchomps yet, so...
That's fair.
That is a very, very old reference, by the way.
Yeah, not one I get. But
It's a long, long time ago. Garchomp really... I had electivire caliber reactions to Garchomp.
okay.
And thing just really got on my nerves. Yeah. Away with you. Go back to Florida. I know, it's not the same one, but still. Might as well heal.
I get it.
You would. Anyway, focus. Right, I was going to say that I had this particular issue with Garchomp because it kind of made Flygon obsolete, and I liked Flygon, and Garchomp's design really annoyed me. I came to appreciate it later when it showed up in the anime. It's like, huh, that thing actually moves really nicely.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
It really does, yeah.
That's one. Like, that's the only reliably good thing about the anime is like, here's a Pokemon. By the way, this Pokemon is awesome now. And it's going to appear for one episode and then never be shown again.
Pretty much, yeah. So,
Especially if it's a Porygon.
I know, right?
I'm not bitter.
Yep. Anyway, at some point, someone mentioned, I think it was Elle, that mentioned Garchomp, and I just sort of, keyboard smashed in response, and it ended up being basically something to the line of Poet Pose Hypersoi Garchomp, and
Fun.
yeah, it basically kind of Garchomp being some kind of Hypersoi sort of became a thing, and eventually I actually drew it.
Nice.
It was completely and utterly silly, but yeah,
Silly is good.
exactly.
Cyclist James.
James, oh dear. He doesn't even have training wheels.
Or a dress.
I know, right? Despite everything, it's still you. Hey.
Videl dealt with that horse pretty quickly.
Well, yeah, that's what the Bills do. They punch horses. Mongo, Santa Maria.
For all the animal preservation people out there, don't worry, the horse deserved it.
We do not condone violence against animals. We do, however, find it hilarious.
Not real ones, anyway.
Yeah, exactly. These are cartoon animals that punch each other repeatedly.
Yeah, we only condone fictional dogfighting.
Pretty much. Well, in this particular case, it's otter fighting. But otters are kind of dogs, aren't they?
Yeah, if you tilt and squint, I suppose. We also don't approve of mugging children for their money in real life. We do it a lot in the game, though.
I know, right? I actually vaguely remember what Nem is talking about, but I'm not entirely certain exactly what it was.
I have a vague memory of it as well, but yeah, again, same. It probably still exists somewhere, so...
In the depths of the archives, where no one dares venture unguided and something...
Yeah,
not for the faint of heart or the faint of butt.
We have had a couple of people go through there and just randomly like everything in a post from like 15 years ago. It's very weird.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure that particular archive is not accessible to the peasantry. But...
I don't know. Most of them are. There's only a couple that aren't. So...
Yeah.
If it wasn't one of the public laws, then it was. If originally, I mean.
Yeah.
There's only a couple of the really old news archives I think we never brought back to the public because A, why would anyone care? And B, they weren't working properly, I think. I think it's like the successive imports had broken the posts or something.
There was, I think there was only one major import that kind of screwed everything over, and we do have posts from that running around in various points of the forums.
It was because these posts were...
They had a special character in them. And,
yeah, strip that out, I think.
And yeah, it just kind of stripped everything else after them.
Oh, that was it, yeah.
I have a lot of posts that I started writing in the RP forums that just kind of have poke written in them, and then they kind of end. I wrote Pokemon.
Oh, that was it. Yeah, that was a very, very old import that did that, so we couldn't rescue those.
Oh, yeah.
There was also various kind of iterations of ancient news software. Yeah. Yeah.
It's kind of hard to properly pronounce the way that thing did what it did. Jimla.
Yeah. Julia. Yeah, what I tend to do is just imagine it as like a strangling noise.
Yeah.
Because that tended to be what happened.
Pretty much. Oh dear.
But no, well be up before Joomla. This was way back when.
Whoa.
Yes, it's probably possibly victim to one of those, but otherwise, still be there. Who knows?
Meanwhile, Videl is wrecking things.
Always good.
Pretty much. Although I do think I should probably switch her out for a second. No, not save the... Would you please stop moving without my prompting? I get it. It's downhill. Like the entire series.
Wait, how do you trigger the save without opening the menu?
I did. I opened the menu, but I just kind of...
Oh, okay. I didn't see that.
But it's, yeah, I kind of rolled down the slippery slope.
Yeah.
Like the state of the world in the recent few years.
I mean, not inaccurate.
Pretty much. All
Look,
right.
another horse off to the factory, I see.
Yep. And now to stone a cat. It is
Speaking
high
of
on magic leaf. Yes.
No, I was just going to say, speaking of stoning cats, the American president is going to Scotland tomorrow. That's going to be fun.
Oh boy.
Like, he's tried to avoid us. He won't be able to avoid the Scots. That's going to be fun. Not for him.
Oh yeah.
He hasn't got a meeting scheduled with Nicola Sturgeon because, I quote, she would tell him what she thought of him. I quote.
Oh my god.
As the deputy leader of the SNP said that. I thought that was brilliant. I thought that was very, very special.
That certainly is. Sturgeons are as sturgeons do. Yeah.
Yep.
Magical leaf to the face.
Yep. I think Rosalia seems to suffer a little bit from the Lilligant problem where it only really has grass moves. Does it get more later? Does it get like
It does
more
get,
diverse stuff later on?
It does kind of, but you know, Rosalia is not exactly the reason you use this line ever. That's kind of the hilarious thing about Rosalia. It was completely and utterly pointless in the generation it was introduced in. And then Generation 4 came along and gave it a pre-evolution and an evolution, and the pre-evolution is still completely pointless, but the evolution, holy Zark on a bike.
Yep.
Alright.
Never trained one though, weirdly enough.
I think I have.
Learn how to shift gears and you'll be able to ride everywhere. What's a bicycle without a flag? No flag, no country.
Had a Bill Bailey Hogan.
Oh, Pokemon accessories. This is contest, isn't it? This sort of thing?
Yeah, super contests.
Oh, super contest. I
Yeah.
apologise. I
Yeah,
do
they're
not,
called.
not
Yeah, they're called super contests in this for some reason.
must refer to them by their by the appropriate majesty.
Yeah, I know, right?
No, wait. Super Kami Guru.
Can I just call you Guru, sir?
Super Kami Guru approves this.
Alright, I forgot this was the route that leads to Warburg.
Yes. Where'd you get seals in this game?
Hmm?
Where'd you get seals? As in the
Seals?
Pokeball things, not the Pokemon.
I think it is in Hearthome at some point, or maybe later.
Neat. That's quite cool.
Hey,
Oh, here we go.
Right. Save saving the thing.
Oh, excuse me.
Might as well get ourselves a hard home.
You get...
Up the hill. Alright, might as well actually see what else is in this particular area of the thing, because I know there's some items lying around here. And a few more trainers. I might as well deal with those. I'll get to the cave later. I forget where you actually get the next thing I wanted to catch. I think it's closer to Astoria.
Oh, well, alright, what are you after?
Houndour and Giraffarig. I can't remember if Giraffarig was around here or elsewhere.
I'll have a look, see where it is in this game. It's... let's see. It's Route 214 and Valor Lakefront.
Oh, okay. 214 is, I forget what 214 is.
I forget, this is a long time since I played these games. Let's have a look. Houndoom is oh, right, yeah.
Yeah.
Houndoom. You can't get Houndoom in Platinum without trading or evolving it.
Yeah, I'm looking for Houndour for that reason.
Yes, it is. 214 is in Eastern Sinnoh, connects Veilstone City and Valor Lakefront.
Oh, okay, so it's all in the same general area.
Yeah, it's relatively rare, 15%, but it actually shows up more during the day. But it is here.
Okay, good.
So, yeah, you can get it. As for Giraffarig, let's have a look again.
Yep.
This
Hello,
one.
Mighty N88.
So basically it's Route 221 this time, which is connecting. It's basically the one towards Pal Park.
Because what?
It's the one near Pal Park.
Oh.
But
Right.
it's also in Valor Lakefront as well, just like Houndour. So if you can get there, then you can get
We're
it.
golden, pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, you can get both there. Trying to look for its. Oh, Giraffarig Platinum. Yeah, it's just 25% on 221.
Well, it'll be a while before we get there anyway, so for now, I'm just going to keep leveling up these silly creatures.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, so if you go to Valor Lakefront, Giraffarig is 25% all the time. Houndour is 20% at night, which is more than it is usually, so
Oh,
works quite well.
pretty much. It'll be a while before we get there, though. Oh dear.
Hi, Mighty Anna. Welcome to the stream.
Oh, hey, it's a Gligar.
Oh yeah, cool.
I actually ran a Gligar at some point in one of my previous runs. It's been a while, though.
Yeah, it's another one I've never trained myself.
I have.
quite
Gliscor
like
is a complete monstrosity. In a good way.
I can imagine. I do quite like his design.
I generally like these things.
They
Gligar
do
has
seem-
always been cute. And then you had Gliscor, which is kind of... It's not as cute, and I still not exactly sure what they were trying to do with its redonkulous cape.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
I'll have to catch up to see what the oh dear is all about.
Okay. That's...
It's not difficult to navigate at all down here.
Yeah, I'm trying to oh! That was not what I was planning to do. Stop trying to suck the life out of the bats. They do that too.
Yeah, that's their shtick.
I know, right? Anyway, I kind of got everything I kind of needed for this particular... Wait, no wait, there's still another item.
Ah.
These things still have their best cry in this generation. These things in Spiritomb. I can't get over
Yes.
the oh meow. It's just... great.
Yeah, I do like that one. That one's good.
Would you look at that? Rocks. With arms.
But these rocks with arms cannot crush man's head between fire like sparrow egg. That's reserved for Lola.
Oh boy.
Wait.
Hmm?
I'm just trying to remember how to get out of here.
Oh, I have no idea. Oh, God.
Yeah, just kind of... It's sort of running around. It's sort of weaving around in circles under the bridge.
Yeah, the fact that you can't see through the bridge, or you can't see what you're doing under the bridge, rather, is very annoying.
I mean, they would have... Ow! That hurts more than it should have.
Ooh.
Okay, with all due respect, Mr. Horse. You didn't let me run away, so unfortunately I'm gonna have to hurt you. To the European kebab factory.
To the local McDonald's.
Bork, bork, bork.
Well, the local Tesco's, I suppose, if you
That
were
too.
in this country a few years ago. That was fun. For the non-English among us, there was a I suppose scandal is the right word. Everything's a scandal if you try hard enough. But there was an occurrence a few years ago when it was discovered that one of our supermarkets, a place called Tesco, basically one of their suppliers was cheaping out and putting horse meat in certain meat products like burgers and stuff, rather than beef. And there was a lot of gnashing of teeth and clutching of pearls over this, and so they stopped. That's it.
And now I've just got the found poem thing about the particular situation in my head. Horses are not made of meat. They are horses, not cows.
So this was always my sort of reaction to the subject, and I appreciate this is very carnivorous of me, but I sort of thought, you know, if I've been eating horse by accident, clearly it tastes all right.
Pretty much.
I don't mind too much.
I mean, to be perfectly honest, have you seen horses? These
This is
animals
true.
would probably eat you if they had a chance.
This is true. Not just Tesco. Yeah, fair enough. It was more than just Tesco. Tesco's just the one I remember.
Right, I don't actually need grass whistle, do I? Yeah, it's an even worse hypnosis.
Oh, that was it. Yeah, I seem to remember something about it that made it completely pointless. Oh my god, 55 accuracy. Yeah,
Pretty
totally
much,
useless. Yeah, I know it was found in, not just in Tesco, it's found in other places. I think there was like one of our sort of frozen, basically they do frozen burgers and stuff. I think they had the same problem as well. Presumably because they got the meat from the same supplier. And of course, McDonald's, being McDonald's, were also implicated in it. I don't know if there was any truth to that, mind you. That could have been total lies and slander. So.
Slander, slander, salamander.
No, not salad. We weren't eating those.
Yeah, that would have been pretty much toxic.
Yep. That would not have been good to eat.
Oh, there's one thing I actually kind of love about Generation 4. This particular silly little feature. Where you can actually polish the edges.
Yes!
That was
I
just
used
a
to be-
tiny little bit of interaction that kind of added a whole lot of silliness to the whole thing.
It was one of those things that I always go on about this. I mention this probably in every single stream we do, but it's that little tiny thing, sort of details and stuff like that I really love.
Mhm.
And Pokemon has always traditionally not been particularly good at it. Or in like this case, they do it here, and it's
never
like a little
else.
detail. Yeah, and it's great, and it's never ever done anywhere else, and it's never done again either.
Yep.
In Gen 5, they moved the badges away, so you can't. I think you can either not tap on them, or they just don't do anything when you push them.
Yeah. Oh, right, I forgot to Snap is still kind of asleep. Ah well,
He'll wake up, it's fine.
hopefully not after being set on fire by a monkey.
That's true, you might want to switch it out.
Yes, I did say toxic and Salandit. There's an actual comic that someone drew where that's exactly what I was referring to.
I like that mental image. I like the song as well, so the mental image, it just makes it even better.
I actually need to find this because it's great. Oh, I think someone actually did the yeah, I found the YouTube dub of that particular comic, so I'm just going to link that.
This I'll have to look at a bit later.
Why is it showing up as an emoji on my end? What is Twitch doing?
I don't know, it's Twitch.
What are you doing, Twitch? Okay. Ow. Alas, poor Ariel. She died as she lived, flaming.
Washing clothes? Oh.
That too. I mean, remember the whole thing with Samsung a while back?
Yeah.
The washing machines have caught fire.
This is fine. This is normal.
I know, right? Alright. Time to give a monkey a bath. Or snap.
Nice.
Alright then, let's just heal up now because this is now necessary.
Yeah, you don't want to do basically what I spent the last week doing.
Pretty much, yeah. Especially not
Dying horribly to things that should not have killed me.
I know, right? Then again, you know, Sigilifs kind of catch everyone by surprise.
This is true.
No one expects the Sigilif Inquisition.
I'm going to have to train one now, I think.
I love these things. I really love these things.
Oh yeah, Sigilif are great, and now that one completely walls my team, I think I owe it a spot.
Pretty much. I mean, to be perfectly fair, Muna is completely and utterly pointless, so...
It's good for putting things to sleep, at least for now.
Well, yeah.
Might get
Then
swapped
again,
out later.
This is a Pokemon game. It's good for putting things to sleep in general. Oh, I meant to grab that first. Oh well.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh dear. And there's another hyper. This just in.
Hmm.
Sorry, terrible joke. You'll see what I meant in a second if you haven't already.
Gotcha. Oh, right, I remember.
Oh noes!
Yeah, okay. Sorry, I was just looking up, just for my own purposes, how you get hold of a Volcarona in black and white, and you basically don't.
I mean, I did. When I first played through the game, I didn't expect to. Because
yeah, it's because it's in Relic Castle, but it's level 70.
Yeah, but that's how you get the Volcarona that is already built in Volcarona.
Yes, but if you want a Larvesta, you have to hatch an egg that you only get on Route 18, which I think is post-game.
No, it's not. It's actually right next to the first route you actually get onto. It's just you just need to surf there.
Oh, neat! So I might actually be able to have one on the team. Useful.
Yeah, as soon as you get surf, you can actually get Larvesta. The thing is that you do get it at like a very early level, so
you get it's an egg, so you get it Route 1 at level 1. So
and that
yeah,
thing kind of evolves very, very late.
This
game is kind of daft in that particular sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Professor Rowan's counting on us.
Oh boy. You know what that means. That means that our next step is the great middle finger itself.
Boo!
Okay, save game. We are wandering into uncharted territory. Oh, there's Miley again.
Yes, that mountain.
A world where only time flowed and space expanded. There should have been no strife, and then along came Cloud. That's what became of this world. Because the human spirit is weak and incomplete, strife has spread. No, that's the fangirls.
The most terrible force there is.
I find the state of affairs to be deplorable. Excuse me.
That's the other lot.
I know, right? Excuse me, I have to be going again. Oh. Huh.
Okay.
That actually was pretty painless. I always thought there was a bit more coronets in that particular segment than...
I think they might have taken out some of it for
Platinum? They might have.
Yeah, let me just monologue to a random 10-year-old to make themselves seem mysterious and deep. Yeah, that's pretty much right.
Yeah, typical Miley.
Yeah.
Look, man, all I want is a giant space goat stuck in brackets who collects fine china.
We were starved for food, and now we're starved for a win.
Oh, cry me a river, Hunger Games. Stop running!
This karate man's gonna pulverize you!
Oh, really? Didn't know this was Double Dragon. Seen Kyle? He's about this tall. Well, Kyle's about chop. Oh dear. Drains. The mental image from a chop waving a magnifying glass at an opponent for no real reason is just kind of hilarious, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah.
And then, naturally, probably smashing it on their heads, because that's what chops do.
Oh, of course.
We got pulverized.
You keep using that word. I don't think it means what you think it means. Alright, I forgot that in this game you actually have a VS Seeker. Oh, great! Balls.
Oh yeah, they got rid of that in Gen 6, didn't they? In the end,
They did.
which obviously because they got the online system that wasn't quite as clunky, and then they got rid of it again.
Pretty much. But then again, you know, the VS Seeker's whole point was to have an easier way to battle, rebattle, and harvest more experience points from random things. And you don't really need that when the experience share is so crushingly broken, in a good way.
Yeah.
A lot of people complain about it and having, you know, how it sucked all the difficulty. It didn't. Out of the game, there wasn't any to begin with.
Yeah, there wasn't so much difficulty, just tedium.
I know, right? And I feel that the XP share kind of ate away all that tedium by just having the game do the grinding for you.
Yeah, pretty much. I think if you're saying that Pokemon kind of needed to replace it with something more to do, then I would agree with you.
Yeah, pretty much.
But the argument that it makes the game too easy isn't one I necessarily agree with.
Yeah, pretty much. A game shouldn't rely on grind for difficulty. That's what anime does.
Yeah, and they get to montage it.
Vegeta, I cannot believe it. That's pretty much what it is, though. Oh dear. It's Rose versus Rose.
Which Rose has more thorns?
Actually, I'm just going to switch in the balloon.
Fair.
Because this one does not have anything that can actually... Oh, go stun spore yourself.
I'd say switch in a fire type, but we don't even have those!
I know, right? I mean, to be fair,
What is...
to be perfectly fair, Platinum did include more fire types than
It
Down
did,
Pearl.
yes.
All Down and
They
Pearl
asked-
had was the horse and Chimchar.
The horse and Chimchar, that was it, yeah. Wasn't it you could get... Oh no, you couldn't, could you? Because Diamond and Pearl, for some bizarre reason, introduced... I'm sorry, I'm about to say the word.
Magmortar, I know.
Yes. but you couldn't get a Magmar, could you?
Yeah, you couldn't.
So you had to PAL Park in a Magmar in order to get a Magmar,
Pretty much.
which is really weird.
Yeah, the whole premise of the way they handled the generation, the previous generation Pokemon that got evolutions,
Yeah.
they just kind of screwed it up.
I remember that because I remember there were I think there was only like 2 Pokemon, apart from the legendaries, apart from the events, sorry, that you couldn't get like naturally in Gen 4. Like the entire rest of the Pokedex you could obviously get, like every other game, just by catching or trading from within the generation. In Diamond Pearl, that is, before Platinum or Park up to Silver Cannon.
That's fine.
But like I say, you could not get Magmar or Electivire or their free evolutions at all.
Well, you could get them as soon as Platinum happens.
As soon as Platinum happened, they fixed it. But in the first games, you couldn't. You literally couldn't actually finish the decks without trading up, which is really weird.
But it wasn't in the, you know... Magmortar and Electivire weren't in the regional Pokedex.
No, that's true. That's true.
Right, what was it? Was it Paralyzed? Yeah, it was. Gonna feed the nature Paralyzed Yale. Don't
Yeah,
say
makes
a word.
sense.
Just take it. Call the police. Listen to the stone pillar. Talk to people underground.
Is this how you get Spiritomb? or something?
Yeah. Spiritomb had a really weird, convoluted sort of puzzle in getting it in this particular gen.
I think I remember that. Yeah, because you had to do something like really weird
you had to
make
you
it
had
appear.
to plant the you had to plant the odd keystone near the lost tower. There was like a unfinished bit of building there.
Yeah.
And then you had to go underground and do some silly talking to people for a
I see.
while.
I've just looked it up, yeah. You've got to go to Route 209, place an odd keystone in the tower, as you said. You've then got to enter the underground and talk to other players a total of 32 times. Then you've got to interact with the Hallowed Tower, and the Spiritomb will appear and you can battle it.
Yeah, the Hallowed Tower is what you stuck the stone in.
To be... but unfortunately, players in this instance refers to actual people playing the game, which they only appear in the underground through the DS wireless connection, which got shut off years ago.
The Wi-Fi connection got shut off. You could still do, you know, the
locally
thing. Yeah.
Oh yeah, true. So you'd have to do it locally.
And actually, I think the underground only worked locally.
Did it really? I think you're probably right. Yeah.
The whole underground system was a really, really, really weird, silly, and pointless little thing they kind of tried to do to, quote-unquote, make people interact with each other. We are Pokemon players. It's a miracle if we have anyone to interact with at all.
This is true. Oh, excuse me.
I'm gonna just grab some random berries because there's no real point.
Yeah, you are right. It was just local. So actually, what I just said
pretty
is
much what Nem said.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, so it was just local. So they, yeah, basically what I just said wasn't right. It didn't involve the Wi-Fi, the online at all. Which, yeah, basically meant you didn't. It wasn't shut off, so you can still get the Spirit Team. You just need someone else with the game, or just
Yeah, that was very, very pointless of them.
It was rather, and yeah. There is this insistence on Pokemon, all the social stuff, which is fine and all, but we don't all necessarily have someone to trade with or play the games in, especially something like that, which involves you spending an awful lot of time in the underground. So it's like, I know this is the point of Pokemon, is the whole social aspect of it. Oh, it's a Bunnery, cool.
Yeah, and you just stopped it from being... Well, you just stopped it from running away to freedom.
Basically, it's a rabbit.
Yup, pretty much.
Yeah, as a rabbit owner, I can confirm they will just run off if you let them. They'll go and explore.
Yeah, sure. Show me to the flipping contest hall. I'm not going to bother with it, but hey. I think you actually do have to bother with it for like 3 seconds in order to get Fantina to go back to where she belongs.
I think so, yeah. I don't think you actually have to do a contest,
no, you don't. You don't actually have to do a contest, but, you know, please do go inside. Please do go away. You need to hear first.
Yeah, you don't want to get jumped by someone, which happens a lot in these games.
I know, right?
Like, hey, I know your Pokemon are all fainted and you have like the last Pokemon is at 1 HP, but I'm going to battle you now.
Yeah.
Have fun.
And it's usually Forest's drag persona.
Yep.
Oh, speaking of which, who's this clown?
Oh,
yes, being randomly attacked in a Pokemon Center. How very, very clever of you, actually. No one expects the Clown Inquisition in Pokemon Center.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen any other battles in a Pokemon Center, thinking about it.
There are 2 or 3. I think in this generation specifically there are 2 or 3 of those.
Ah, fair enough. I haven't seen them since, I don't think. But
it's been a while.
I could be wrong.
Oh,
yeah.
Completely forgot that thing actually. Oh no, it learned how to use magical leaves. Now it can grow its own marijuanas.
And we can't have that.
I know, right? It's so very un-Univern of it, even though we're in Sinnoh.
Well, it might enjoy itself. That'd be terrible. Can't have that.
I know, right?
Not allowed to have fun. We're British.
Well,
I am anyway.
If you haven't got one, you really do need to visit the Pokemon Fan Club. Of course. Have you checked out the global terminal? It uses the Nintendo Wi-Fi connection. What's a Nintendo Wi-Fi connection? Oh, you mean the GameSpy thing that got shut down before you existed? Before some of the game's player base existed.
Wow, yeah, that's terrifying.
I know, right?
We have people on our site, like regulars on our site, who weren't born when these games came out.
I know, right? How is that even?
Because we are.
Also,
we are very old.
Also, this is one thing that always gets me. See this church?
Yep.
In game, this church's actual code. I mean, in the game's code, this church is actually referred to as a foreign building.
Huh.
Which is really weird because it's very much built around the big pain in the arceus mythos. So it's like, how is this a foreign building exactly? Unless it's just
I imagine when they were designing it, it was supposed to be, you know, not necessarily about Arceus, but
it just kind of feels like maybe it's a cult that culturally appropriated the Great Space Llama or something. I don't know.
Possibly.
But I do actually really like the fact that, you know, you walk in there and it's quiet. There's no music.
Yes.
Just this big ominous silence. What are you people up to? I thought Galactic was the cult.
I'm staying out of this one, I think.
Yeah, probably for the best. I'm going to stay out of this one too for the rest of the game. Forever.
I thought it was the gym, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it isn't. The gym is more standard gym looking. It's their gym.
I thought maybe they'd had a little bit of, inspiration
Flavor.
in terms
Yeah, I did.
in terms of building design, but maybe not.
Yeah, okay. I'm just kind of letting them ramble about Puffins. Oh yeah, there's nothing here yet. You get the case in the fan club, not in the whatever it was. All right, let's go and find Miss Beehive Helicopter here. And actually, we're going to run into something you didn't expect to run into. It's your mum. Who allowed her to get out of the kitchen? I mean, in the Pokemon games, I think this is the first time you actually see one of the protagonist's parents outside their native environment.
Well, Norman.
Norman doesn't count.
Yeah, Norman doesn't count because he's the father. But yeah, it's the first time you see the character's mother outside of
having a life, like an actual life of her own.
Yeah, she's also the only one with a backstory.
Pretty much.
Well, beyond I married a gym leader, of course, which isn't a backstory. That's just being fridged. So yeah, it's the only time they ever let the player's mother out of the fridge, which is
and now
fridging, by the way. Look it up. For anyone not knowing what I'm talking about, look it up. It's quite fascinating. But yeah, I remember it being quite a big deal at the time, which says a lot about Pokemon, really.
Fantina and her Beehive Helicopter hair.
You'd have thought she should have Vespiquen.
Actually,
with that hairstyle.
Hilariously enough, and this is actually something kind of incredibly silly. You know how they made her randomly French in this particular installation of the thing?
Oh yeah.
In Japanese, she actually speaks random English.
Yeah, I believe that. That does happen a lot.
Broken English.
This is the issue. When Japan does its thing and writes characters that speak horrible English, because English is cool apparently.
Yeah,
they're impossible to localize, which is why what's her name? I don't know. Yellow Idol wannabe in Phoenix Wright, whatever her name is.
Yeah,
she speaks random German, I think it is, or is it German, Spanish? I can't remember. They're just completely out of place. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever, and it's just because they had to translate that somehow.
Pretty much.
So they kind of did the best, which tends to happen a lot in Phoenix Wright. Like, I really like the localization. It's always been really, really good.
It is. It's also full of incredible puns.
Yeah. No, Maya, this is Sparta.
Yes!
I remember that one fondly.
Oh, yeah. Oh, right, okay. You get sent back here, though. Yeah, that's actually one thing I actually really like about the way they did it. You don't actually have to get things wrong on purpose.
Yeah.
Oh, right. This is one of those gyms that are, like, stupidly dark, too, so... Oh, dear. I actually have to walk around with flashlights.
This is quite cool. I quite like this.
Yeah, same.
At least this one's like a kind of an interesting gimmick.
Yeah, it also kind of makes sense considering ghosts.
It does.
Ghosts.
Thematic, appropriate, and actually fun.
I know, right?
The rest of the gyms in this game have something to learn.
Oh yeah, there are certain gyms in this game that really did need a punch in the face. And this is the other reason I got Netch.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, I mostly grabbed her as a Gardenia counter because, you know, with the rest of my team, I don't think I would have survived that Roserade. But no. I just sort of realized that, you know, I also have Fantina to deal with, and Fantina runs Ghosts.
Yeah, it's a bit like...
Mind you, everything else I have in my team can kind of bite now, or crunch, so...
Yeah.
I do have some coverage, so it's nice.
It's a bit like John Cena on my team. It's proven to be a lot more useful than I initially got it for.
Pretty much.
Just need to replace the horse, which has proven to be totally useless.
Yep, that's sort of what these horses do.
I might see if I can grind it up and see if I can get it to be actually useful after a while, but I'm not convinced. I might just replace it with a Galvantula later.
Galvantula is awesome. But
It is.
Okay, hang on. What's that?
But I think I've trained one before.
I think that's a square.
Yeah.
It is a square.
I can barely see.
Yeah, I think that there might be a slight issue with the,
Oh?
Remember that, we had some issues with, Dark Cave?
Yeah.
I think that might be a similar issue. I mean, I think it should be a bit brighter.
Ah.
Ah,
Gotcha.
well, I can see
I,
what's going on, though, so...
Yeah, I'm just assuming the compression artifacts are eating everything for me, so...
Yeah. Exchanges are weird, basically.
Yes.
Oh, for Zark's sake!
Oh dear.
Okay,
The balloon is punching itself, somehow.
okay, that's it. Natch, you go back in the box. Go Snap.
Go
Time to
Snap.
Eat a flying airball. Airball. Oh dear.
I like Misdreavus.
Me too. I mean, I actually really do like that line. Oh, Fuse Ray.
Ooh.
I like Misdreavus, but yeah,
I like it for a specific reason, which is inside baseball's anything. But do you remember Sem's Without Love fic?
oh yes,
That's why I like it.
that Magus was amazing. Though.
It was.
That's it. Oh, for Zark's sake!
Ooh.
This is not my finest hour. This particular random encounter here.
It's not rather. It's
Would you?
proving to be very confusing.
I know, right? Stop with the pace. That was not what I meant to do. That was really not what I meant to do. See, you're not the only person who makes silly mistakes sometimes. Also-
Yeah, it's kind of difficult to really pay attention when and talk at the same time.
I can't get over the fact that Floatzel's face in his backsprite is just this 8U face. You know.
Yep.
Oh, whoopsie. Whoopsie. You nearly vaporized my team, whoopsie. Go whoops yourself in the... Dreavus.
Swear jar.
Yeah, go whoops yourself in the swear jar. That's a perfect description. Oh dear. Yeah, it is kind of getting late, but I might just want to finish dealing with Fantina and then call it a day.
I think that sounds quite sensible. It's Friday anyway. It's not like we need to be anywhere tomorrow.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean,
It's great. I don't have to leave the house until like Wednesday. It's fantastic.
it is indeed fantastic. Alright then. Now let's see if they haven't changed this tile, because I'm pretty sure the tiles kind of shuffle randomly every time you...
Oh, do they?
Yeah, they do. See, the tile is here now. At least
Oh,
would this random get off it? Yeah, okay, it's a circle.
Ah, yes, I see that now.
Yeah, they actually get randomly assigned. It's really cool. I'm not sure how they've coded that, but it's kind of nifty to see actually slightly RNG'd approach to
Yeah.
the puzzle game.
It'll just have a list of random places it can be in when you enter the room for the first time. Or when you enter the gym,
It picks
sorry.
one, yeah.
Yeah, it picks one at random. It's not too complicated, really. It's quite cool. I presume that the blue tiles just tell you which door to go through.
Yeah, the blue tiles, the symbol on the blue tile is the symbol of the door you need to go through.
Gotcha.
Sometimes you gotta punch a balloon with another balloon.
Worst children's entertainer ever.
I know, right?
Because I am just imagining Drifloon trying to fight and then just sort of getting tangled up and becoming a bunch of balloons.
Like a balloon animal.
Yeah, exactly.
Look,
Just sort of-
it's a dog.
Or just a Drifloon like being particularly, you know, floating onto a path and being particularly annoying, and then someone just tying it to a fence. You know.
And then Byron runs in and irons the fence. That's what Byrons do. Hideaway.
Where do our brains go?
Evidently, Sinnoh.
Yep. This region does this to you.
Yep. At some point, you just kind of find yourself head desking Mount Coronet, and it seems perfectly normal. And nothing to be confused about at all.
Yeah, you play it for long enough and you think it's good game design.
I know, right? Okay, let's see. Okay, seriously, what on earth is that? I can't see a bloody thing. Oh, I like this music.
Yeah. I must admit, I can't see the symbols on the maps at
Yeah,
all, so...
Neither can I. It's weird, that's what it is.
Yes.
Oh,
They don't light up when you point your torch at them either, do they? They don't light up when you point your torch at them either, do they?
Yeah, there should be like a circle of light in front of you, but for some reason I don't see it. Ugh, great. The curse of something or other. Switch. It's not even the right console!
Not a stretch, it's a DS.
I know, right?
Sorry, although that joke that should have been preceded with, well, actually...
Yes!
I like Haunter.
Yeah, me too.
It's one of my favourite mid-evolutions, I think.
Hunter is great. Just the floating hands and the
Yes.
grin. It's just... It's
It's basic.
a great design.
Yeah, it's basically evil Rayman.
Pretty much. Oh, this bites. I think I probably should have done some grinding before I went to trot with that beast.
Yeah. Oh well.
I wonder if you can actually... Huh, here's the trick. I wonder if you can actually game the system.
Sorry, you cut out there. What was that?
I'm wondering if you can actually game the system by saving in front of a door, walking into it, and seeing if that works.
Yeah, I can imagine so. If you want to save scum it, you probably can. I don't think the randomizer changes, like, on game mode. I think it only changes when you enter the gym.
Basically, I just need to figure out what I'm doing here. Which is a bit difficult with this light problem.
Yes.
I have a light problem here. Huh. You know, I'm actually wondering something.
Oh?
Never mind. I'll mess around with it next time.
Ah, okay.
If I can actually... As long as I can actually manage to work my way into that particular train wreck of a thing. And to be perfectly honest, I just might as well just walk into a door right now, and if I get kicked out, then good, because I need to heal up my team. And if I actually do accidentally manage... Oh! That was not what I meant to do! Confusing.
Yeah, confusion is kind of an annoying mechanic.
It really is. Sometimes you just gotta eat a ghost.
Well, that worked.
Yeah, Vidal's kind of being a monster.
I don't remember. Weasel does. Sorry. Yeah, the Weasel line does really work in this game.
I haven't actually trained one of those since like the first time I've played through this particular generation. I'm probably going to get killed. Except, yep, I got kicked back to the beginning, which is a good thing because I needed to heal anyway.
Ah, fair enough.
Because yeah, the things here just kind of ate me. Let's see. Kind of hoping it doesn't take me too long to do the thing because I am at the 2-hour mark.
Yeah.
And basically, wait, what? Oh, something's hatching. Oh, behold! It's a waste of space.
Oh, nifty.
Yeah,
I mean,
your name
Does
is
it have-
Tagalong forever.
fair enough. Does it have Serene Grace, I wonder? Because it might actually be useful if it does.
Serene Grace is great, but unfortunately, Docile. Yeah, this one's Serene Grace and Docile. Let's just hope it actually keeps it. Oh god, I have a really annoying story with this particular line. Okay, hang on a minute. I can't see the sign because this person is standing on a tile. There you go. Oh, how convenient! It's a circle. Okay. Oh, there's another trainer. They're hiding in the shadows being trainers. Away with you, spawn of Satan!
Yeah, that's what the Scots will be saying tomorrow.
I know, right?
and that will be the politest thing they come out with.
They'd probably have a lot better insults to throw around too.
Well, I know he's getting called a ball bag quite a lot.
Oh yeah, definitely. Okay. Oh! Hey, Net's evolving.
Oh, nifty!
Yeah,
Got the drift.
I did not expect that.
I thought, I keep forgetting that Driftblim is not a stone evolution.
No.
It's not. It's just as plain old level 28. Very nice.
Yeah. I think I'm going to save the trainer card update to after I beat the gym, and then I'll just kind of stick the badge and the flume on it. Flume.
That makes sense.
Shim Sham Flim Flam. What's that? It's a star. It's a star.
No, that game never came out.
Oh dear. Oh, hello. It's Fantina. And her
Excellent.
helicopter hair. Alright then. Time to hopefully not get completely bodied by a team of ghosts.
Best of luck.
Alright. Oh, the old contest in this city. That is why I dress this way. I also just like having beehives strapped to my hair. That was a gym leader does, no?
Oh, you know, gym leaders have to be flamboyant,
I know, right?
especially in Senno.
And Dusko.
You do wonder how she holds her head up with hair like that. That looks really heavy.
It really, really does. Oh, Will-O-Wisp. I forgot they know that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, this is not Generation 5, and this is not its hidden ability.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Generation 5, the last thing you want to do is to burn a drift room.
Yeah, that's not going to work. Ah, Shadow Sneak. brings me back to my days of ever attempting to use Shedinja. Not particularly successfully, but it was fun, so...
Mages. I think I'm going to keep Netch in there until it explodes.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, there's basically no point not to. It's probably not going to live that long. Especially not with a full-on Shadow Ball from Miss Magius to the face. But...
Ooh. Yeah.
I was about to say, yeah. Oh well, time to deploy your snap. Bite.
Let's see what happens.
Eat the ghost. Eat it. Alright, she's... Oh dear. I think I might have made a mistake.
I haven't... Yeah, I'm still a 5-6 seconds behind, so...
I may have made a mistake. Videl?
Yes.
Save my phantom tail here? No! I keep double tapping. Ugh.
Yeah.
Magical leaf to the face.
Yeah.
Oh, Videl's faster. Nice.
You survived the magical leaf at least.
Alright, before I do anything else... Ooh, yeah, it's completely pointless. Yeah, get up in agility. Now, before I completely end up dropping dead, I'm going to use another final battle, but first of all I'm going to apply a slight distraction.
Oh?
First of all, I'm going to heal...
Oh, I see. I see what you're up to.
Oh heavens, what is this? Is this the final Pokemon? Yeah, it is. And hopefully...
You got 3 of them, it's not that hard to count.
I know, right? I mean, she's trying to be dramatic for no real reason, but... Alright, Ariel. Stun Spore. This is going to make things a bit more fun. And now I'm throwing Videl into the mix. Because Ariel does not have any move that can do that.
Yes.
Grass types are not exactly designed for handling poison types. Even though they are poison types.
Oh good, it missed with hypnosis, that's a good thing.
Unfortunately, oh dear. Unfortunately, I actually missed what I wanted her to do. If that thing actually survived the hits, and you know, she would have said her last line. The last line she actually says is a Galaxy Quest reference. Never give up! Never surrender! And that is why I always picture her as Tim Allen in drag.
Okay, fair enough. Headcanon accepted.
Pretty much. And now I got Shadow Claw. And
oh,
now...
neat.
Yeah, very neat indeed. Now she's going
well, Shadow Claw is actually useful, so...
Yeah, I know, right? I don't know if I have anything that can learn it, but, you know. And now I have to go to the Pokemon Center to save and to completely and utterly end this before it continues eating more of our time.
Yeah.
We've already sacrificed enough hours to the Sinnoh Beast for one day.
Yes. I think it might. I think it must be sated by now.
Yeah, pretty much. Right we are then. So, I'm gonna heal up.
Yep.
Holy Zark, we actually talked about the game today.
I know, right?
It's unusual.
Thought we'd spend 2 hours talking about Ryan Reynolds movies.
Well, that too. This is still the PokeCharm streams after all.
Well, yes, we can't stay on topic that much.
I know, right? That was just wrong.
Yeah, totally out of character.
Anyway, so we've actually gotten through a whole of a lot more progress than I expected us to do. We beat 2 gym leaders, evolved a few more Pokemon, and actually managed to not get completely bodied by a random Pokemon from nowhere. I'd say that is progress.
I feel called out.
It happens to the best of us.
It's not my fault I am apparently allergic to Sigilif.
Everything's allergic to Sigilif. That's because Sigilif is allergic to everything.
That's true. That's true.
Anyway, so that would be it for tonight's stream. Tomorrow, at the same time, well, at the same time as we started, if you tune in at the same time now, the show will be over, and where's the sense in that? But yes, tomorrow we'll have Dr. Oak running through JoJo again, taking on Goldenrod and beyond, possibly. And on Sunday, Teapot's back in Unova, and this time, hopefully, managing to kick all the tail that was denied of John Cena last time.
At this point, all I can hope is that I get around the Ferris wheel.
We can only hope.
Yes.
Anyway,
Well,
yeah. Anyway, it's been great. I'm Stella Windlesidian. We are
And I've been
Charms. Yep. We're Poker Charms, and until next time, Herd a Durdler.